Hey, what's happening? Paul Farmer here. It is Thursday afternoon or evening, whatever you want to call it. Uh, we just check real quick because yesterday I did, a full video and I realized the sound didn't work. So let me just check, make sure the sound is good before I continue on. If you're tuning in, let me know where you're coming from. Comment in the comment. Let me know where you're coming from and what's the weather like for you. For us, it's pretty warm. Anyway, so today I just want to go over. It's going to be pretty short. What I do is I come on here and I share with you a way for you to make extra money from home. $500 to $1,000 a week is very doable. Doing this by doing the very simple task of writing very short letters, and I have my 30 letters right here. This is what I typically do on a daily basis is I write 30 letters. And you can see in my Facebook post here that I got paid just about $1,200 this week for this week. I got paid today for a week. I'm sorry, a week. I'm messing that all up for writing short little letters. There's no recruiting, no marketing, no tech skills. So it's a great opportunity if you're looking for something to make some extra money. I know there's a lot of opportunities available in the online space. The difference between this one and the ones you see in the online space is they typically require you to have some set of skills, right? You have to know how to recruit, you have to know how to market, you probably have to know some tech skills, and that can take quite a while to learn. Plus, you also have to be working on your mindset every day. That's really important as well, because you may have the nuts and bolts, you may know exactly what to do, but you probably won't do it if your mindset isn't right. So if you're not working on your mindset, it's really important. So what I love about this is you can kind of throw that all out the window and you don't have to do any of that. And of course, I do encourage you to continue to learn and all that. But if you could use some extra money, if you are not making at least 500 a week right now doing what you're doing, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is you're doing, then you may want to take a look at this. And like I said today, I'm going to keep it really short. It's a little bit later in the day, and I do have some other things to do, so I'm not going to be on here too long. Just wanted to let you know I got paid again. That makes 17 times I have been paid to simply write letters. And I almost laugh when I say that because it's so stupid simple. Like, I personally don't understand why anyone would not want to do this, especially if they could use some extra money. It's way easier than getting a second job. It's way easier than having to sit in traffic. It's way easier than having to go recruit people to make an income. It's way easier, unless you're just like great at recruiting, great at marketing. But if you are, then you wouldn't be where I'm saying. Like, if you're not making at least 500 a week, then you're probably good at recruiting, right? So, but maybe writing letters isn't for you, but maybe you know someone that it could benefit. So, this is something for everybody. And I'm just going to go right here and kind of go over what we're doing. We're writing letters to large companies. They pay us up to $5 per letter. You're writing less than 100 words per letter. And you can do it from the comfort of your home on your own time. It takes about 4 to 6 minutes to write these letters. Essentially, what you're doing is you're writing the same thing over and over and over again. So it's very simple. There's nothing to it. Now, some people get it twisted, right? They're like, "Oh, handwritten." What do you mean by? So they think it's handwriting, cursive. No, you just print. So you don't even have to be good at handwriting. It doesn't matter. Another thing I hear is, "Oh, I haven't written in a long time." Well, when I started this back in January, I hadn't either. The last time I really had written anything was back when I was in college taking notes. I really hadn't written a whole lot since then, except for notes I've been on trainings and stuff. So it will come back to you, I promise you. So if you can put pen to paper, write, follow simple instructions, you can absolutely do this. So we just jump to what's required. There's nothing required. Like seriously, there's nothing required. It's pen, paper, write. That's it. That's it. Um, I used to do like trainings on like how to, get leads or how to make sales and all this stuff, right? And the truth of the matter is, I don't have to do any of that with this. And it's kind of funny because, it's like you think like, oh wow, maybe I should be teaching them this skill or that skill. Well, I don't need to. There's no skills here. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to sell. You don't have to market. You don't have to talk to people. You don't have to brand. And writing is a skill. I will give you that, but it's a skill you probably learned in elementary school. So it's not difficult. Most likely, you still write. You know how to do it, and you absolutely can do it. Um, so what's possible to earn? Like here's just an example of what's possible. As you saw, I made close to 1,200, and if I go back here a little bit further down, Susan paid off her car writing letters. And a little bit further back, I don't post everything, but see, where is it? 1250 here. This was a 1250 week. So, it's pretty consistent once you get it going. So if you could use an extra $500 to $1,000, a week, a month, whatever. If you want to make more than that, we have someone in June in our community made $12,000 writing letters. You heard me correctly. You might need to rewind it, listen to it again if you don't believe it, but $12,000 by simply writing short letters. That's crazy, right? Like, I mean, people go to crap jobs they don't want to be at, and they don't make anywhere close to that. That's a fact. So I know so many people that aren't even barely making $2,000 a month, So at their job that they go to every day. Now, maybe you have a better job. Maybe you have a great career. I don't know. But could you use some extra money, or do you know someone that could use some extra money? If you do, this could be for you, right? As you can see on this chart, 10 letters a day. So that takes maybe an hour a day to do. You're making 1,000 a month. Okay. 60 letters a day. You're making 1,500 a week, 6,000 a month. That's for 5 days. What if you did 7 days? What if you doubled up and had your spouse do it too? So let your spouse have an account as well, and you both write letters and you both get paid and you double your income. What about that? Right? So you could do that. Like I said, we have people that write 100 letters a day. Okay. Me personally, I do 30 a day. I started with 10, I went to 20, and then I went to 30 finally. And I've been at 30 for months now, since like March. Since March, I've been writing 30 letters a day. So it's not that difficult. It's quite simple, actually. I put the TV on. I watch TV. Like today, I was watching the Olympics. A lot of times I'll watch a show. I'll listen to a motivational type video. There's tons of those. I'll go through trainings. I do all kinds of different things while I'm writing. It's not just writing. But the good thing about it is, unlike other programs that require you to recruit. So here's the thing, like one of the things that's taught is you can't control your outcome goals, right? You can't control, but you can control your activity goals, right? So what's taught is, do the activities every week and the outcome may happen. So for example, you could reach out to 100 people a day and share your opportunity with them, or ask to share your opportunity with them. They're not all going to do it. Maybe 20 will do out of 100. No, not even that. Maybe 5 will do it out of 100. But you are focused on the activity, not the outcome. So you can do the activity. You may or may not make sales, right? Whereas this, if I do the activity, I will get paid. So it's transactional. So I like that fact, because I don't have to go and hope and pray that, hey, I'm doing the activities, but nothing's happening. Or sometimes you do the activities, a lot happens. You never know what people are going to do. Typically, if you do enough activity, something's going to happen, right? So, for example, like today, I had what did I have come in today? Let's see here. Michael, so congratulations to Michael. And he came right in. Like he asked me some questions. Like he reached out to me, asked me some questions, and came in on his own. Like I didn't have to go back and follow up with him 100 times. He saw the opportunity, he got started right away. And that happens, sometimes, especially when you have information out there and people see it. Like I don't know what's not to see here. You write letters, you get paid. Simple as that. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to cover today. Go to the link in the description. When you do, you're going to be able to learn about our program, our membership, where we offer you 9 lessons, a course with 9 lessons. It's about 30 minutes long. It's going to walk you through the entire process and show you exactly what to do so you can get paid for writing simple, short little letters, less than 100 words. Okay, very easy to follow. I personally went through it twice and I started writing. We do have a template team, and what the template team will do is you will submit your letter to the template team. They'll look it over, make sure everything is correct. You have written everything correctly, and then they'll get it back to you and let you know where you need to make your corrections. That's really a valuable resource. I've heard some horror stories from people that didn't go and purchase our membership, which is only $224.99. I know some people blow it out of like, oh wow, that's so much money. It really isn't. I mean, you got people dropping $1,000, $2,000, $900, like it's nothing for promises of making commissions. But the problem with that is like 1% of the people make money. That's the problem with that. Yeah, there are people that go out and do extremely well with that model, but the majority of people, and let me just be generous, let's give it 3% of the people make a living wage. Let's say 3% of the people that join those programs make a living wage. That's still very low, right? And I'm not going to say it's the program's fault. No, it's the person's fault. But it takes time to learn the skills. It takes time to get the mindset to go out and market those things, right? A lot of the time it's just belief. We lack belief, so we don't do the activities we know we need to be doing to get ahead. And it's just we don't believe that's going to work for us. I know my first 2 years online, that's what I did. I did not believe, and I was doing the work. I was writing blogs every day. I was making videos. I wasn't reaching out to people though. I was terrified of doing that. But I was writing blogs. I was doing video. Like every day I was doing this stuff. And I wasn't making sales because I didn't believe. Because every time I did it, I was like, yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. And that's what I did every time. And I would see people around me making money, and I'd be like, well, that's great for them, not for me. And that messed me up bad. And I know that my experience is unlike many other people out there. Maybe it's not unlike yours. So what I love about this again is you don't have to bother with any of that stuff. Just go through the course. We also have 2 days a week live question and answer sessions where not only will you get your questions answered, but you'll get updates, live updates about what's going on, right? What you should be aware of. So it really is a valuable resource. But like I was saying, let's go back to my point because I kind of went off on a tangent a little bit, I guess. And let me see, are there any comments or anything? Don't see any comments, so I will just keep going. One day on here, I'll have people that actually want to engage, that's what's funny is like, you see live trainings that go on and they teach you like, hey, so when you're doing a live video, what you want to do is you want to engage with your audience, right? Like first thing, engage with your audience. Well, here on YouTube, for whatever reason, there isn't much of an audience for me. maybe one or two people pop on every now and then, but there isn't much. So it's pretty much just me sharing with you what I know, what I'm doing, my experience. And I know at some point there will be people to engage with, and that's cool. Whatever, I'm still going to keep doing this. I'm considering, adding Facebook to the mix too, and going live on Facebook as well on my page. But I don't know. I don't know. I like YouTube personally. I'd like to see, more interaction. That'd be nice. But so I'm not just talking to myself here. But hey, you know what? They say people need to see things some up to like 15 times or more before they make a decision. I think this is my 23rd live video on this topic, on this subject, on this opportunity. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. But what I was saying is, like, I've heard horror stories where people go off on their own and they try to do this on their own, right? They want to save that money. And what happens is they end up doing things that they shouldn't be doing that actually cost them time and money. And in this case, because your very first run takes 5 weeks to 10 weeks before you get paid, it's just the way it is. Okay, don't hate it. I know when I was a teacher, I didn't get paid. My first paycheck, it was like almost 2 months in, and I got paid monthly. That's it. So not a big deal. I know some people kind of blow it out of proportion, even though they probably don't get paid much anyway. If they are out there trying to recruit and stuff, they're probably not getting paid anyway. I know tons of people that have been in business opportunities that haven't made anything for months and months, years even. So, to have to wait a few weeks to get paid, not really a big deal, And then after that, if you're writing weekly, you get weekly. It's pretty much weekly. So, but what I was saying is, there's horror stories of people that went off on their own. They did it wrong, so they wasted their time. So let's say it's on the short term, 5 weeks. So 5 weeks have passed. Let's say they've been writing every week during that time. So they have to pay for their stamps and their envelopes and all their supplies, right? And then all the time they spent to find out they did it wrong, that all of their letters are trash, like they're not going to get paid on them, and they got to eat all that. They got to eat the time. They got to eat the effort. So don't do that. Just get the course, do it the right way. That's what I did. I got the course. I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to do it wrong. I didn't want to waste my time. I didn't want to waste my money. Just get the course, do it right, get in our community. You can't go wrong. I promise you. The value they provide within the community is absolutely amazing. It actually shocked me because when I started in January, this was a brand new program. It was in pre-launch, and I don't join pre-launches. Like, I've done enough of those in the past, and there's always a problem, always a problem. But I decided to do this one, and the reason I decided to do it was because I knew I could write the letters and get paid, even if the program goes away, even if the business goes away. So that's why I decided, and it's just been been surprising, to be honest, in a great way. In a great way, the support, the communication. People rave about it. More companies should be like that. They just do it right. And if there is something that there's an issue or something, they let you know right away, and they fix it very quickly. I've been paid every time. So when I'm talking about getting paid, yes, I've been paid by the letters, but there's also a referral program to this. Let me just come down here. It's optional in an affiliate program, and it's just a one-time $20 fee, and then you can get paid to share this opportunity with others. So like I said, if maybe writing letters isn't for you, you could still go out and share this with other people that you believe could benefit, right? And there's tons of people that need to make extra money. So it's just an option. You don't have to do it, but it's just an option. Plus, they give you all kinds of tools like autoresponder, broadcaster, marketing pages like capture pages, sales pages, training. We have training every week, marketing training, so TikTok training, Facebook training, solo ad training, YouTube training, and it's just ongoing, right? Yesterday's was on scripts, like what to say to people, that kind of thing. And this is all part of that membership. So again, completely optional, but like I said, I've been pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting a whole lot, to be honest. Like I've been through enough pre-launches, and the majority of them have problems. Like some of them have severe problems. Some of them barely even get out of the pre-launch stage. So this was and I was like, I'm not doing pre-launches anymore. And I decided to do this one because I get paid even if the business doesn't last, right? Even the business, and I'm just being real with you. Like that kind of stuff happens in the online space. Like businesses don't last, and even if they do, even if they've been around for a long time, things can change. So, been doing this long enough to know this stuff. So, but well, from what I've seen, from what I've experienced, from the sessions I have attended, like everything is on the up and up. I mean, they're only making it better. We're going to have a brand new website very soon. It's going to be connected to an app that has the training, has everything in it. We'll have updates. We'll have different opportunities that pop into the app as well. So you can participate in different things as well. So there's a lot going on here. It's not just writing letters. I focus mainly on just writing letters because that's something I believe the majority of people can do. But we do have other opportunities, and we do have more opportunities on the way when our website launches, our new website. So that make it a great day. Click on that link in the description. Go ahead and get started. And I can't wait to welcome you to the team. And I'll see you next time.